Good afternoon. Thank you for watching LPS-TV. We are here at Lawrence High, home of the Lancers, for some Monday afternoon volleyball between Notre Dame Tingsboro and the Lawrence High Lancers in the last game of the regular season. Standing to my right is Trey Cruz with 3 things you need to know about Lawrence High.
Well, Lawrence has been off to a pretty shaky season record-wise, going 6-12 so far, and they've had their ups and downs, a 3-game winning streak, 6-game losing streak, but they really need to just act right now. Now is the time for action. If they can get a win tonight, they can really end the season on a positive note. And I mean, they really need to end the season on a positive note because they're off to a pretty tough couple seasons ahead of them. They have almost all their teams upperclassmen with only 3 underclassmen, so they're going to lose a lot of their stars to graduation soon.
Thank you very much, Trey. And standing to my left is Kevin Colon with 3 things you need to know about Notre Dame Tingsboro.
Well, the first thing you would want to know is that they're a Division III school. Their overall record is 16-1, so they're having a great season. And they're ranked 24th in the state, so they're pretty good.
Thank you very much, Kevin. We are at the tail end of a great homecoming weekend here at Lawrence High. The varsity football team came up with a big win against Billerica on Friday night, so we are looking to follow that up with a big volleyball win here today to end the season. We will be right back in about a minute with the beginning of this volleyball game.
When you skip breakfast at school, you have no energy. When you have no energy, you fall asleep in class. When you fall asleep in class, you have nightmares of wild animals dancing on your head. Don't have nightmares of wild animals dancing on your head.
Kids who eat breakfast perform better in class, behave better, have better attendance.
Eat a healthy breakfast at school every day.
And we are back here on LPS-TV. My name is Jay Oza, and I am joined by Kevin Colon and Trey Cruz here doing the play-by-play for Lawrence against Notre Dame. Gentlemen, what do you expect from today's contest?
Well, I'm expecting this to be a very competitive game. Lawrence actually just came out of a pretty tough loss, and I think that they're really looking to bounce back, and I think they have a big drive here. But they're missing their starting libero, Natalie Suarez, so that could be a pretty difficult thing to get over.
That is going to be tough. Melanie Morales is expected to fill in at libero number 20. Lawrence is going to start off the game serving.
There'll be a service error right there.
First point goes to Notre Dame Tingsboro, also called the Lancers. We'll try and stay away from the Lancers nickname today and just go with the town names. Nice attack, and there is a kill for number 7, Ismarilis Gonzalez. Tying the score up at 1 here in the first game.
You can definitely see really good chemistry within the team. I mean, they're just flowing very well. All the plays, they all know what they're each going to do.
Exciting play there at the net, deflected up and out for a Notre Dame point. 2-1 here in the first game.
Both teams look very good, and it's going to be a very close game.
Take note, they're really crowding the net in this game. Center of the net, they're all just crowding that area, and they don't want to get the ball anywhere past that.
Ball hits off the rafter. No signal by the referee. And it is 3-1 Notre Dame Tingsboro after a long rally there. Serving is Mary Kate McCarthy for Notre Dame. The play is whistled dead. Four to 1 Notre Dame, and it is Mary Kate again to serve. Senior Mary Kate McCarthy bounces the ball, serves it up. And that kill was just in bounds to give Notre Dame a 5-1 lead. Notre Dame, of course, is 16-1. According to Max Preps, they are the 24th ranked team in the state.
Something really interesting about this Notre Dame team, it almost seems as if they know what Lawrence is going to do before Lawrence does. And they're almost exceptional at reading openings on the floor and just, detecting where to spike the ball. And they've really just gotten all those things all those skills you can't measure. And they've really gotten all those down pat right now.
Yep. Notre Dame is a very confident squad coming in with the excellent record. Great save there by Jordan Blazak, but the Notre Dame squad is not able to get that ball across. It is 5-3 Notre Dame here in the first game. Serving it up is Rosemarilyn Morobo. Lawrence with another point right there to make it 5-4. Morobo, the senior, to serve again. And it comes up short, 6-4. Beg your pardon, that's Rose Marlin Morobo. Lawrence putting up a tough fight here, 6-5 in the first game. Serving it up now, Carisha Jimenez, the senior. Great attack there from Notre Dame. And they pick up the point on the fault by Lawrence. It is 7-5 now. Sarah Glasheen serves it up. Lawrence not able to keep it in. And that's a fault, making it 8-5 Notre Dame.
Definitely a good effort to try to corral the ball and keep it in bounds, but sometimes those kind of things don't work in the game, and Lawrence paid the price.
A little miscommunication up there up front. 9-5 Notre Dame.
And if you watch some Lawrence games for volleyball, you can really see that they do have a lot of issues with miscommunication. There'll be two people going for the same ball, and they'll just stop and stare at each other and watch it just fall to the ground.
Melanie Morales, the libero, senior, unable to corral that one. And Notre Dame Tingsboro up 10-5 now here in the early going. Kevin, you surprised by anything you've seen so far in the match today?
I really am, to tell you the truth, because Lawrence is a Division I school, and Notre Dame is a Division III, so I would have expected more out of Lawrence. And
quick kill there to make it 10-6 here in the early going.
Notre Dame is definitely holding up to that record, though.
Oh, definitely.
Serve from Joanna Rodriguez, the junior. And that one will be...
That looked in favor of Lawrence to me.
Looked in favor of Lawrence, I believe. Indeed it was, and it's 10-7 here.
So
Rodriguez to serve again.
Something very interesting about this game so far. You can notice it's almost very streaky in the ability to score. I mean, it would be almost like six straight points by Notre Dame, with the exception of like a Lawrence goal point here or there. But what's really interesting is that they almost score in stretches where Lawrence will get a few, Notre Dame will get several. It's not really back and forth scoring, which is really interesting about this game.
Colleen Martin, senior captain, puts it up, and that's going to go wide. Notre Dame with a few errors, keeping Lawrence here in the game, 11-8 in the first. Melanie Morales, the senior, puts it up. Nice attack there. Did it stay in bounds? Looks like it did not. Another point for Lawrence. It's 11-9. Morales to serve once again. Excellent serve there. And Allison Hebert, the senior, is not able to save it. Lawrence now within one at 11-10. And that ends the streak of good serving for Morales, but Lawrence is within two here. Tanusha Yargada to serve it up. Another point for the Lancers, the Lawrence Lancers, that is, 12-11.
And really interesting, though, you see, it's Notre Dame will always jump out to a big lead in these games. And then it'll be followed by Lawrence coming very close up, and hopefully they'll tie it up this time. But it's very interesting that they've it's almost like kind of anything you can do, I can do better kind of thing, as Lawrence ties it up right there.
Lawrence ties it up on the serve by Ismarelis Gonzalez, the junior. She will serve it up again, and Lawrence will look for its first lead of this match. Nice block there up front, and it is going to be a point for Lawrence. They do get their first lead at 13-12. Kevin, you think we have an upset on our hands today?
Yeah, definitely. They're starting. I feel like Lawrence is starting to wake up and score some points, and they could possibly win the set.
And they're definitely in the groove right now. You can see it. With the exception of an error here and there, they've really just been putting points on the board.
Jordan Blazak will serve it up for Notre Dame. And that's a misplay there by Melanie Morales. Notre Dame back out in front, 14-13. And that is a great serve there by Blazak, the senior. Great attack there by Notre Dame. They go up 16-13. The Lawrence Lancers will try to regain their momentum here on the defense. Jordan Blazak, number 19, will serve it up again. Nice attack by Notre Dame. There was a great save there by Joanna Rodriguez, the junior. But Notre Dame is on a little bit of a hot streak right now, leading 17-13. And that serve will be out of bounds. Lawrence within 3.
Well, I'm starting to see what Trey's talking about, scoring streaks when it comes to these two teams. Like, because Lawrence would score like a good few, and then Notre Dame will start to score. It's going to come really close in the end, I believe.
Tabitha Kamad, the senior there, strikes with her first serve, and she serves it up again. Another great attack there by Notre Dame, and that was Catherine McGregor with the kill. She is a junior.
Definitely. I'm thinking right now that this game each set is going to be decided by who strikes first in terms of these streaks. I think, that Notre Dame's definitely in a position where they could win this set very soon. But, if Lawrence starts to get a couple good starts to sets, they could piece together a pretty good comeback.
On the comeback trail now, they're down only 2. Rose Marlin Moroble to serve. The senior puts it in the air. And it's a great serve that cannot be handled by Notre Dame Tingsboro. And Lawrence is within 1 here in the first set. Looking to shock Notre Dame here. And that's going to put Notre Dame up by 2, 19-17. Catherine McGregor, the junior, will serve it up here. Tricky play there by number 9, Colleen Martin, the senior, looking to attack, but lofts it right over the net for a point there, and it is 20-17 with Catherine McGregor to serve. Excellent attacking shot there by Tanusha Yardada. And she is a senior, a great attacker, putting Notre Dame up by 4 here, 21-17. Lawrence will need to make something happen to get back into this game. And that one is not going to get over. Mia Laurendant can't get it over the net, and it's 22-17. Notre Dame looking to take advantage of the errors here by Lawrence and finish this game off.
Seems like Lawrence is starting to get nervous towards the end of this match.
And the attack is just too strong there from Colleen Martin. Notre Dame is starting to look more and more comfortable as this game is going on.
Yeah, I think definitely by the end of the set, regardless of who wins, I think Notre Dame is definitely warmed up enough just by what we've seen so far. They were later here to get to the game, so they didn't really get a lot of time to warm up prior to the game. And it looks like they finally actually warmed up and they're really in that winning zone, that 16-1.
Right.
That 16-1 style play.
And it looks like Lawrence has called a quick timeout here to stop the bleeding. They are down by 6, trying to get back into this first game. Head coach Christine Smith talking up her girls. On the other side, Robert Mahoney is in charge for Notre Dame Tingsboro. We have a couple of other games going on here today. We have Central Catholic against Billerica on the main court, but our attention is focused here on Notre Dame, Tingsboro, and Lawrence. In the first game, 23-17, Notre Dame has the lead. Catherine McGregor will serve here, the junior. Nice save there, but the point goes to Notre Dame, and they can put an end to this first game right now. McGregor will serve once more. Lawrence gets it back over. Tough call at the net, and the point will go to Lawrence. Hanging in there at 24-18. Carisha Jimenez, the senior, with a little bit of pressure on her to keep Lawrence alive here in the first game. And again, that is Colleen Martin, the senior, with another big attacking move at the net, and she gives Notre Dame Tyngsboro the first game. We will be right back here from Lawrence High School. Thank you for watching LPS TV. We'll be back with game number 2.
When life's this hard, graduating can be even harder. But you can help Jose and the students in your community make it through by visiting boostup.org.
Creo que un compañero de clase de mi amigo tiene algo llamado autismo. El hijo del hermano de mi amigo tiene autismo. El hijo de mi vecino tiene autismo.
Mi hijo tiene autismo.
El autismo está cada vez más cerca de casa. Hoy, 1 de cada 110 niños es diagnosticado con autismo, un aumento del 600% en 20 años. Conoce las señales del autismo en autismspeaks.org.
And we are back here from Lawrence High School. Thank you for watching LPS TV. We have Notre Dame Tyngsboro against Lawrence High here in the regular season finale of girls volleyball. Notre Dame was able to take the first set by a score of 25-18. Colleen Martin for Notre Dame playing a big part in that attacking front line. And we are underway here for set number 2. And Lawrence gets on the board first.
Hopefully they can definitely start that streak before Notre Dame does and win the set.
Serve from Captain Gonzalez. Nice attacking shot there by Tabitha Kamar, the senior. And that makes it 2-0 here in set number 2. Gonzalez to serve again, the 5'5" junior. Great attacking shot by Notre Dame. It is blocked, but Notre Dame will get on the board first, thanks to Catherine McGregor. Mary-Kate McCarthy, the senior, will serve for Notre Dame Tyngsboro. We have the Lawrence head coach Christine Smith talking to the match referee. They will sort something out over with the scorer's table. And looks like we should be back to the action in just a moment here. Yes, we are. Mary-Kate McGregor. Beg your pardon, Mary-Kate McCarthy, the senior. And she gets the point to tie things up in the second set, 2-2. And there's a nice attacking shot by Rose Marlin Marobel, the senior, to put Lawrence back up 3-2.
Well, that's definitely, I mean, with the absence of Natalie Suarez, they're really visibly needing to play more offense, because Suarez, you could definitely tell, was a defensive-minded player from her previous games. She, stopped them from being scored on more than she would actually score herself. But this is definitely where they have to change the game a lot in the absence of a player.
And that is a nice play by Notre Dame Tyngsboro to go up 4-2 in set number 2. Lawrence did not win a set in their last game Friday at Haverhill. And there is a nice kill by Carisha Jimenez, the senior. Puts Lawrence up 4-3 in the second set. And Rose Marlin Marobel will serve for the Lawrence High Lancers here on this homecoming Monday at Lawrence High.
You can tell she's definitely a very powerful player just by how far back she goes when she serves. She goes back beyond the baseline of the actual basketball court right there. So just to show how powerful she actually is.
That is a good point, noting the strength of the senior. And she will serve it up again. Her Lancers have a 5-3 lead in set number 2. And look at how far back she goes beyond that baseline. Looks like she's going to serve it from Haverhill here.
We need to stop right there. And I mean, she goes a good 8 feet behind the line.
And the serve is up, and maybe she should have stood a little forward because that one does not make it over the net.
And she's running around, trying to warm up, I take it.
Yeah, not exactly sure where Rose Marlin is going.
Oh, to get a ball. Or no, to get the water.
Play at the net. And that point is going to go to Notre Dame to tie it up 5-5 in set number 2. Serving it up is Sarah Glasheen, the senior. Nice dig there. And number 9, Colleen Martin, will get the kill there. 6-5 here in set number 2. Sarah Glasheen will serve once more. The referee over to the scorer's table just checking the score. And a correction has been made. It is 6-5, Lawrence High in the lead in set number 2. Glasheen puts up the serve. Dug out by Morales. And head coach Christine Smith will cheer that one as her Lancers go up 7-5.
Wow.
And that is number 15, Carisha Jimenez, with a nice attacking shot to give the Lancers a 7-6 lead here. Great serve there by Jimenez. And Notre Dame gets back on track there.
Yeah, they're leading by 8-7.
Yeah, this is really where you can see that this is a very offensive game and not defensive.
Lawrence cannot save that one. And Notre Dame gets the point.
Leading by 2.
Gentlemen, correct me if I'm wrong. Is the scorer's table having a bit of an issue keeping track with the pace of this game?
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same. It looks like they switch the scores.
Should it not be like 8-8 right now?
It looks like the scores table is correcting their mistake here as Notre Dame picks up a point.
Or not. Wait, did they? I'm not even sure what I'm witnessing.
And there is an ace by Catherine McGregor, the junior. Notre Dame is picking up the pace very fast, and
that's something we had yet to see.
Yeah. And looks like Notre Dame has an 11-7 lead here in set number 2.
I believe, I thought that was 10.
Oh no.
Dangerous play in front of the Lawrence bench, and Notre Dame will pick up the point to make it 12-7. They have a 5-point lead in set number 2. The official score is in the book, but we have a 12-8 game here, set number 2. Lawrence looking to get back into this one. Number 13, Emmeline Alisea, the junior, will serve.
Wow.
And there's a point for Lawrence as the attacking shot by Notre Dame hits the net. Alisea serves it again.
Lawrence is looking for some type of momentum to catch up with, what's their name?
Little bit of miscommunication there in front of the net as Notre Dame will pick up the point and go ahead 13-9 in set number 2.
Looks like a very frantic play from Lawrence. Almost really just rushed and not well executed.
What an attacking shot that was from Catherine McGregor, the junior. She and her teammate Colleen Martin have had a few nice spikes there in front of the net.
And that's definitely almost the bread and butter of this team. You see them and they'll put in a couple huge spikes, and that's really where they get a lot of their points, and that's just probably the key thing they have going for them.
Notre Dame now up 6 in set number 2, looking to put some distance between themselves and the Lawrence Lancers. And that is number 22, Aubrey Specht, the junior for Notre Dame, who gets that one over for Notre Dame Tingsboro, and they're up 16-9. Lawrence needs to regroup here, otherwise they'll be facing a 2-0 deficit.
It looks like a bit of dysfunctionality among the team. They're getting a little mad at each other, and the ball will be way out on that.
16-10 here in set number 2. Lawrence looking to get back in it with Melanie Morales to serve.
Is it me, or is like Lawrence running into each other? And
oh, they are. It's not you. It's them.
Just, I feel like they're all clustered up in one area of the court, while Notre Dame is just everywhere they should be.
Oh, I don't think it's a zoning issue. I think they've definitely positioned themselves well. I think what's wrong with the team is that they haven't communicated to each other. They haven't found a way to communicate to each other who's going to be hitting the ball, because they'll both go for it, or neither of them will go for it even worse. They'll just stand there and like look at each other. And it's really a problem that you see often on this team. I mean, they definitely, you can see they have the skills to be a good team on paper and stuff, but it's that chemistry and that communication that's really hurting them, and it's been hurting them all season, hence their record.
Notre Dame definitely looking like the 16-1 team. Lawrence has 6 seniors that'll be graduating this year. Here as we're in a timeout here at Lawrence High. 3 games going on currently in the Lawrence High gym. We are focused to Lawrence and Notre Dame Tingsboro in the regular season finale. Lawrence hoping to put put a nice ending on this regular season. They come in with a 6-12 record. Notre Dame 16-1. Lawrence looking a little outmatched, down 1-0 and down 17-10 in set number 2. And Jordan Blazak serves. Melanie Morales can't handle it, and it's 18-10.
Quick update on what's going on around the MVC tournament. While we wait for it to sound exciting, not exciting until the game starts to peak. Central Catholic is in the midst of a potential sweep. They're up 2-0 in terms of sets against Billerica, and there's about a minute left until they enter the third.
That game is happening here on the center court at Lawrence High, home of the Lancers.
The Lawrence Lancers.
The Lawrence Lancers, of course. Multiple Lancer teams in the house today. Blazak serves it up, and Lawrence cannot handle it, and it is 21-10. And the Notre Dame Tingsboro squad is definitely looking like the 16-1 team that they are. That one, however, hits the net, and Lawrence will get a chance to serve. Down by 10 here in set number 2. They really need a run to get back into this game. Gonzalez serves it up. And there is a nice attacking shot by Catherine McGregor. She has been a real difference maker today, playing up front by the net, and that spike will put Tingsboro up 22-11. Trying to finish off Lawrence here in set number 2.
Doubling Lawrence's score so far.
Big attacking shot by McGregor, but that was just a bit out of bounds. 22-12. Lawrence with the serve. Guys, what do you think Lawrence needs to do to turn things around here in set number 2?
You know, we've seen this after watching this whole game. They just need to get at least 1 point on the board and just, get that morale up. They're just looking a little tired right now. They look frustrated.
Well, they're down 11 points, so I can see why they're frustrated. They just need to clean up the very few mistakes they have. Like, get the communication in.
I mean, honestly, they've all had good games individually today. I think they're all having a good game individually, but they're all kind of struggling when they're around each other. I think they're killing each other in this game. They're the reason they're not winning this game. I mean, early on, you could really see that they were just...
Substitution there for Lawrence. Melanie Morales comes out for Mia Laurendonk.
It looks like
Morales comes right back in the game.
Just to prove you wrong.
Just to prove me wrong. No problem there. Christine Smith, the head coach of the Lancers, getting her personnel in order. And on set point, Notre Dame puts an end to set number 2. It ends with the score 25-13. And that'll do it for set number 2. We will be right back with set number 3 here from Lawrence High, home of the Lancers. Thank you for watching LPS-TV.
Think before you send. Bullying can take many forms. One of the meanest is cyberbullying. Texting, email, Facebook, and Twitter are all relentless and can cause anguish and desperation. See what it can do.
Hi, I'm Megan. You just saw me as the victim of cyberbullying. This happens in many schools all the time. Don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution. Think before you send.
And we are back here from Lawrence High School, home of the Lancers. Thank you for watching LPS-TV. We have a Monday afternoon volleyball game between Notre Dame, Tyngsboro, and Lawrence High. We're here in set number 3, and Notre Dame, Tyngsboro gets the first point of this set. They are up 2-0 on Lawrence. Notre Dame, Tyngsboro is 16-1 on the year, and they are definitely looking like the superior team, fellas.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can see that Lawrence just isn't looking as comfortable right now. They just look like they've been taken out of their comfort zone by Notre Dame, as Notre Dame continues to just rally around this excellent performance by number 19, Jordan Blazak, is that? And Mary Kate McCarthy, definitely 2 stars for this team.
It seems to me that Notre Dame has really found out where Lawrence's weak points are. And they're just hitting that one spot over and over again, just annihilating.
And that's Catherine McGregor. Once again, the junior. She's had a few excellent spikes on the day. Blazak to serve it up. And she finds the ground for another kill. It is 5-0 here in set number 3. And the Lawrence Lancers will try to end their season on a positive note here by getting a few points in this third and final, possibly final set.
Very interesting so far what we've seen from both teams, and they've both been putting in effort, but yeah, just two very hard-working teams.
And Notre Dame Tyngsboro has jumped out to the 7-0 third set advantage. Gentlemen, do you think Lawrence is packing it in?
Well, I wouldn't count out Lawrence just like that, to tell you the truth.
I mean, I wouldn't count Lawrence as the kind of team to just tank in the end of a game, but they're definitely struggling right now. So I wouldn't quite call them out. I mean, cut them out of the game, and say it's over. But they definitely need to do something, make some changes, be it in personnel or just, egos. I think is the issue right now. They all look like they're trying to be the star of this game, in this clutch part of the game, and yeah, I think that's a pretty bad thing right now.
Head coach Christine Smith calling a timeout here, trying to stop the bleeding. 8-0. Notre Dame Tyngsboro has the lead in set number 3, and they have a 2-set advantage over the Lawrence High Lancers. We have 6 Lawrence High seniors playing in their final volleyball games of their career. We have Ashley Rodriguez, Melanie Morales, Rose Marlin Marobel, Mia Laurendant, Carisha Jimenez, and Tabitha Kama, who have all put in a lot of work and effort into this season. Notre Dame picks up their 9th point of the set, 9-0 here in set number 3.
Yeah, and I was at senior night last week, and I didn't see the whole game. I'm not going to lie, I missed part of it. But it was definitely, as far as I'd seen, they were losing a bit, but it was definitely a very good game. And you could tell that they had high morale in that game. There was something to rally around. The seniors, they're approaching the end of their high school careers. And, they ended up with the loss. Pretty tough one, but it was definitely the kind of game that you could tell they put in the effort. And it was just, they weren't in the zone that night.
Lawrence still looking to get on the board here in the third set. It is 11-0. And that one is off the hands of Ismarilis Gonzalez, the junior, to make it 12-0.
I think it's kind of almost unprecedented. At least today it's been.
Lawrence trying to avoid ending their season 6-13. Notre Dame Tingsboro trying to improve to 17-1.
And that ace will left might help them.
This will also be good experience for Lawrence playing against the 24th best team in the state.
Oh, definitely.
And
considering who they're facing, this isn't a bad game. It's just a really tough game on a schedule.
Lawrence will try to end this thing on a positive note. 14-0, set number 3. Jordan Blasak serves and it finds the ground. 15-0, Notre Dame Tingsboro.
You can definitely see the 16-1 right now.
Absolutely.
It's coming through.
And that'll get Lawrence on the board. 15-1 in set number 3. Tabitha Kama, the 5'7" senior, will serve. Great strike there from Notre Dame Tingsboro, and they are on a roll.
And I'd like to add that there's a coincidence right now. The score is the same as the record, 16-1.
Very good point. Very good point here in the third set.
I just felt like that needed to be said.
Mary Kate McCarthy to serve for Notre Dame Tingsboro, who will be on their way to postseason play, while this will be the last game for the Lawrence High Lancers. They have a few juniors who will be leading the way next year. Ismarilis Gonzalez, the 5'5" junior. Joanna Rodriguez, Emelin Alisea will be the seniors next year.
It just looks like Notre Dame's not even playing anymore. It's just like they're trying to get the game over with.
Yeah, it looks like
I feel like they're just rushing everything.
Yeah.
And Lawrence just can't keep up with their pace.
Rosemarlin Marobel puts up the serve, and it's just out of bounds. 18-2 in set number 3. Again, Lawrence is trying to end this season on a positive note. They're down by 16, though, here in set number 3. And Catherine McGregor serves it. She's been a big difference maker in this match and the whole season for Notre Dame Tingsboro.
And yeah, that's when you can tell they're demoralized right now. I mean, they put in a good effort. You could only tell. The first set was Lawrence almost won that set. I mean, they let up a little streak, and that led to the game. But they could have very well won that first set, and that would have probably changed this whole game right now. But with this whole match. But what's interesting is the fact that, I mean, you can watch the way Notre Dame is playing. They're one of those teams that doesn't like to put in all their substitutions. Like, they'll put in some substitutions, obviously. They're trying to do that now. But it took them a while to really start putting in the role players.
And it looks like that one just got in bounds, making it 20-2 in set number 3. 18-point lead for the Notre Dame Tingsboro Lancers.
We've had more trouble holding the ball before serving than they have playing.
Fellas, I would not want to be the team playing against this Notre Dame Tingsboro team in the playoffs. How about you?
Oh, no, they're a well-oiled machine. I mean, they're just... Everyone's on the same level. There's no clash of, like, egos or anything. They know their place in the team.
Carisha Jimenez puts up the serve. And that's going to be a point for Lawrence, 20-4 in set number 3. Trying to put a little rally together to end their season. And that one's straight into the net, 21-4.
Starting to look like Lawrence just gave up and is now starting just to have fun with the game. Not even aim to win.
I don't think they're having fun right now.
Well, some of them are smiling, you know?
And that one will fall right in front of Allison Hebert of Notre Dame.
Low streak here. Coming in the clutch.
21-5. And Emmeline Alisea serves it up. She will probably be a big leader on this team next season as a junior this year and a senior next. Attacking shot there by Notre Dame goes out of bounds, 21-6.
And this is where you bring back in some of the stars from the beginning game. McCarthy. This is where you bring them back in.
That one falls in for another Notre Dame point, 22-6.
Lawrence definitely playing extremely well considering, at this point so far, considering what they've kind of gone through earlier in this game. I mean, the adversity so far has been extreme. Injuries, they've just been playing a good team, had a couple losses in the past. I mean, it's just a very adverse condition for Lawrence.
23-6, Lawrence trying to extend their season with a few points to rally here in the third set. And they are 1 point away from seeing their season end here. Lauren Sullivan, the junior for Notre Dame Tingsboro, serves it.
With the chance to end the game.
And that one falls in.
Finishes Lawrence in that play.
That ends it here from Lawrence High, 25-6 in the third and final set. We'd like to congratulate the Lawrence High School Lancers on a 6-13 season. We will be back here to cover them next season here on LPS-TV. For LPS-TV, I am Jay Oza alongside Trey Cruz and Kevin Colon. Thank you very much for joining us today. We will see you all next time.